Welcome to Minnesota Vikings Chat, the podcast of MinnesotaVikingsChat.com. I'm your host, David Erickson, the publisher of Minnesota Vikings Chat. That also explains why we didn't draft Manti Te'o. And I go back to Manti Te'o again because as I was doing this research and looking at 40-yard times, I came across Kevin Seifert, who is ESPN's NFC North blogger. And Seifert, if you'll remember, was a Vikings beat writer for the Star-Tribune not long ago. So he presumably has greater insight into the Vikings than a lot of the national reporters do. But he was, this is a quote on a piece of the Vikings linebacker situation from Seifert. There was widespread and justified speculation that the Vikings would draft Notre Dame's Manti Te'o, but the unpredictable first round brought them three players they ranked higher on their board. Justified speculation. Sounds a little defensive to me. Kevin Seifert was among those most certain the Vikings would take Te'o, and the Vikings passed on Te'o. They passed on him 3 times. This drives me nuts because it seemed obvious to me that they weren't going to take a slow guy for the middle linebacker when that's the speed is one of the major assets that they need out of that position for the type of defense they play. So nice try there. Sort of covering your ass kind of line out of Seifert. With that, I'm going to wrap this podcast, and so make sure that you go to MinnesotaVikingsChat.com/subscribe to subscribe to the email update. If you don't want to miss any of these podcasts, get them delivered directly to your inbox at MinnesotaVikingsChat.com/subscribe. Like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MinnesotaVikingsChat. Follow us on Twitter at Twitter.com/MNVikingsChat and use the Vikings Chat hashtag to talk Vikings online. So we know that you're talking about Vikings, especially during game days. And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these podcasts. Until next week, go Vikings.